So we watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World, is it? Or Universe?
Yeah.
What, yeah, one of those. Yeah. If I'm going to be honest, like I watched it and I enjoyed it, but then afterwards I was just like, it wasn't that good.
It's because it's about video games, and we've just come to the conclusion that you hate video games.
I'm now not a gamer anymore.
Yeah.
Oh God!
So just send your Series X around in your house.
Yeah, that's it. I will. I'm going to smash it out of spite, just because it just doesn't do what I want it to do. Make good games. No, but don't get us wrong. I love Edgar Wright. I think he's a great director and he's a visual storyteller. And it was a good film, but like it had been hyped up by so many people.
Yeah, it was weird to me that you hadn't seen it, because obviously for people who don't know, Scott Pilgrim vs. World is a film based on a comic book. And it's about a guy, Scott Pilgrim, who falls in love with a girl who then has a bunch of exes that he has to fight to win her, essentially. That's pretty much
because
it.
Women are prizes.
I know, because women are prizes. It's an old film.
Yeah, it hasn't dated well.
It's not. But other than that, it's very video game centric. It's got that. It's got that vibe like all the way through it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I lost my point. What was my point? I literally went off on the synopsis, and I was about to like tell you something.
Video games are the worst. No,
mobile gamer now.
Yeah, I mean, the synopsis is that he's got to win this girl, or defeat the exes because they want her back, and he can't be with her unless the exes are dead or whatever.
Defeated, burst into coins.
Yeah, like I do think it was funny. I do think it was good, but like I don't know. Like the music was great when they were playing the music, and the bombs or something. I can't remember the name of that. Yeah. I watched it a while back now. Sex bombs. And I like all of that. It's just Edgar Wright is such a good director. I just expected basically the Cornetto trilogy were just different people, and I don't know if that's just on me.
A lot of people expected that. No, at the time, because obviously you're late at the party and seeing it. It was weird to me that you hadn't seen it.
Yeah,
because obviously such a nerd. You love Edgar Wright movies and you love gaming, so it was like, well, this is the perfect film.
Yeah,
well, it was the same thing at the time. It was one of those things I think people expected it to be something that necessarily wasn't. You know what I mean? But I still enjoyed it for what it was. I think it's silly good fun. I don't think it's like a life-changing film or anything.
Well, that's the thing.
Visually, his cuts are just absolutely insane. Like the jump cuts are just absolutely superb in that film. Like, and just the edits and the things popping on screen, like it's basically an interactive GIF movie. You know what I mean? There's just stuff popping up all the time.
Well, that's it.
Like at one point, one of the evil exes, I can't remember the Asian guy, Matthew Patel, is it? I think
something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, one of our exes is a guy, Asian guy, proper emo looking, and he sends him an email basically saying, "I'm going to come fight you." But it's just a scene that I've got it written down where basically Scott's like looking at it on his email, and it says warning email, and he goes, "This is," and you think he's going to say like it's shocking or something, because it's like a threat, and he goes, "Boring, delete," and just deletes it and just cuts to something totally different.
Yeah,
like, just little stuff like that. And like his girlfriend, Knives.
Yeah,
because he's saying like a 17-year-old girl at the start of the movie. He never does anything with, which is it's still pretty weird, isn't it? Because
it is like
in his 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
Matthew Cera, who looks like between 14 to 40.
Yeah. Michael Cera does have that weird thing where you don't know how old he is. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He does have that weird.
The crack. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it could be. It could be his crack addiction. Like
he's just so bone thin and gaunt. And
yeah, man. And I mean, all of his friends say like, "Dude, that's just 17," and he's like, "Yeah, but we'll just hold hands." And so, like, still,
hold hands.
As a father with a 17-year-old, if she brought home a 20-odd-year-old in a band, I'd be like, "Sorry, what?" Yeah,
sorry,
like
what?
Yeah,
why is he talking to a 17-year-old?
Obviously, it's a film of its time.
Nice. It's like,
but yeah, you're not, because I'm going to break his hands. But like, I don't know. Like, everyone I've spoke to is like, "Oh, it's amazing! You've got to watch it. It's brilliant. How have you not seen this movie?" And like,
I think that's a problem with hype, isn't it? It's been hyped, and then it raises your expectation level.
Well, that's it. And like, there was some funny moments. Like, there's a bit. and it's not even a great joke, but you know where a girlfriend, because all through the film, that's it. He's saying, "I've got to fight your." Is it 7 ex-boyfriends? And she keeps saying exes.
7 evil exes.
Several, evil ex-boyfriends. She says evil exes. And then
she keeps correcting them to exes.
a bisexual relationship. And then she's like, I'm bi-furious. And like, I was just like,
that was brilliant. Like,
it was just
so stupid.
It's stupid, but
stupid film.
But it was just, I was just like, that's actually quite funny. But at the same time, I was like, is it though? It's like, that's the whole, my outlook on that film was, because I remember messaging him like, oh, I really enjoyed it. Like the music and the gaming, and like, it's got like anime kind of like feel to it as well. And then after I watched it, I was like, but did I like it though? Or is it just like, I was like, oh, this bit was good. This bit was good. Then
you went down one of your little self-indulgent holes, didn't you? And you were just like, do I like it?
Yeah, but do I like
things?
Yeah, well,
I like it the distance.
I think like if we did,
is there a camera on?
Yeah, well, that's it. I think if we did this again in a year's time, a review, I'll probably be like, yeah, I loved it. It was the best, and also gaming is great. Like I might be in a different place.
Two's out.
Yeah, because I've played like. Oh God. But like I like Chris Evans, the fight between Chris Evans and him, and then he gets his stuntmen in, like great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I wrote down, because in that moment when he's fighting all the stuntmen, the music they use is from the Warriors, because I'm such a Warriors fan that I just recognize that music. I'm like, what's this music?
I haven't seen it.
From the Warriors, and it's during that fight scene, because obviously it's like a very camp, over the top fight scene, which I thought was amazing. So I was like absolutely buzzing. But that scene's great. So obviously Chris Evans is playing like a film actor in it who is on set recording, and he does action films, and he's very over the top.
Yeah,
he's also like the coolest dude ever, apparently. And the way he kills them is essentially he dares them to do
a trick or something.
Can you do a thingy on that rail? And he's like, it's called a grind. It's like a thingy.
Yeah,
and it's like the craziest ice covered rail ever, and he just explodes at the bottom into coins, because everyone they beat bursts into coins. Very video game.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the theme of it, and I do think it's quite cool. I wasn't sure of the movie, even though I said I liked it. Like I did sit down later, like afterwards, I was just like, but did I? Or am I just saying I like it because everyone told us how great it was? And like, I don't think
being cool to be cool.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm saying I like it because other people liked it. But like, I don't think I would go back and watch it. Like, there's movies where I've watched it and I'm like, oh, I'll watch that again with Casey, or I'll watch that again with Claire, and it'll be fun.
I wouldn't have watched it again probably anytime. Probably ever had it not been the case that you hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, we should rewatch that and talk about it.
Yeah.
And don't get us wrong, I really did enjoy watching it again. But I think it was also the nostalgia of, I watched it at the time when it came out and sort of thing, and it was like, oh yeah, I quite enjoyed it, you know what I mean, for what it was. But like I say, I don't think it's a film that's going to leave like a lasting impression with you for the rest of your life.
No.
But I do think there's really funny performances in it. Like it's one of the Culkin brothers, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mike Macaulay Culkin.
I liked him. His character,
his gay roommate, and his character is absolutely brilliant. He's just hilarious. As the
really,
best
really
lines,
good.
Is a total bastard.
Yeah,
like
he's fantastic.
Always like telling on Scott to his sister, like immediately. Like, even when he's like asleep lying in the bed, he's got his phone out, and he's like, "How did you send the text?" He's like, and he sent the text to say like what he's doing. He's like, "You need to break up with knives."
Yeah. I like the bit that
Plaza like swearing all the time and it getting bleeped out.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't like that bit with that woman, where she's swearing. He's like, "How are you doing that?" Like, I just didn't like it. I was just like, that's just an annoying sound. Like, I didn't like that. But I did like the gay best friend, and like he'd wake up every morning with different blokes, and then it just progressively gets more.
Like, I was gonna say, three of them in the bed, isn't it?
Yeah, and then they're like, "Morning, Scott," and they just all get up, and like I just
get up at the same time.
Yeah, I just think.
I'm gonna need me on space, Scott, so you need to leave.
Yeah, and they share a bed, don't they? Like that's. It's just a very weird film in general, but it's all right. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's something I have to say.
What did you think of Brandon Routh? Oh, Brandon Ruth.
Like, I've only ever seen him.
Vegan fighter.
Yeah, I've only ever seen him as like a good guy, like a really positive person, as Superman, or in not League of Legends, DC's Legends.
Yeah.
So it was a shock. to see him play that. And then I went and watched The Rookie, and he plays a racist cop in that. Again, he's really evil in that. But I loved him in the film. But
I thought he was superb in the film.
Yeah, he's really, really good. But isn't it like two police arrest him because he's not really a vegan or something at the end of the fight?
Yeah.
Like
the vegan police come in and one of them's Tom Jane.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, like those things shocked me more. I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, that is actually genuinely brilliant.
But
I love at one point though when he hits he punches knives and she's dyed her hair to be more like
to be like Ramona Flowers.
To be more like Ramona. And he punches her and the hair comes out and like I think is it Young Neil's like he punched the highlight out. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it was shocking that he was punching a 17-year-old in the face. But
yeah, but he plays that character well. I do think he's a very underrated actor because, like I said, I've only ever seen him in like really like positive roles as Superman and as Ray Palmer in Legends. But yeah, it was a shock, but I did enjoy him. But I like how he was more superior than everyone because he was like a full vegan or something like that. That was the joke.
Yeah. I'm vegan, we're better than everyone else.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then he gets defeated because he ate something? And then it turns out he's not even a vegan because he's eating chicken or something.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Like, he ate something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh yeah, that was a violation. Had too many. But then they like listed other violations and like one of them was chicken. And he's like, chicken's not vegan?
Yeah, that's it.
What was funny is that his hair flops back down when they take away his vegan powers.
That's it, yeah. That's it. It's just an absurd movie, but I mean it is fun. It's just it was not as great as everybody else. It's everybody else's fault. It's not mine. Everybody I spoke to was like, you haven't seen this movie. You've got to watch it, man. It's great. It's the best. And then I'm just watching.
I was one of those people.
It's
I can't believe you haven't seen it.
Yeah, but I don't think you were selling it.
You should love it.
Yeah, I don't think you were selling it to us though. You were just like, oh, you should watch it. It's a good movie. But I have genuinely had other people messages like, why haven't you seen that movie? It's great. You've got to see it. You're a big gamer. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? And then it's just
they
all
didn't
right.
realize that you don't love games anymore.
Oh, well, I am in a bad place with games right now, so I hated the fucking movie.
Didn't know that you were a shell of your former self.
Well, that's it. That's it. Like,
you love video games? Question mark.
Why can't we go back to Xbox 360? Oh man, I'm just a journeyed gamer.
Still sell them.
I know, but I just want games to be good again. No, but the movie was it was fun. And what's her name? The woman who's she's Captain Marvel in Endgame.
Oh, Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. She was actually good in this. Like, I don't like her as Captain Marvel. Like, I think she's so like. I don't know what
I just didn't like. I don't care about Brie Larson. I don't care. Like, I'm not interested in her as a person in the sense of like I have no opinion on her because I don't really follow actors in general.
Yeah.
But for Miss Marvel, for me that was just boring. There's some Marvel films that people won't like kick off and argue tooth and nail, but I didn't really enjoy Miss Marvel. Really didn't enjoy Ant-Man and Wasp. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
well, same.
Just some of them that are just a bit naff.
Yeah.
Like some are great. You know what I mean? Thor Ragnarok, 10 out of 10.
Fantastic, hilarious.
Other one's actually shite.
Oh yeah,
Dark World. Is it Dark World or Dark Void? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that.
Movie, absolute shite.
It is. I mean, I remember we were going to see Thor Ragnarok at the cinema, and I actually said to Claire, I was like, oh, I'm not looking forward to it because the first two were shit. But then we went to see Ragnarok, and it was fucking joy. Do you know what I mean? It was a great movie in the right director's hands. And who knew that Chris Hemsworth was hilarious? Do you know what I mean? He was genuinely funny.
Yeah, superb.
But Captain Marvel, she was great in this, and I know it's popular to hate Brie Larson and all that crap. I don't give a shit about that. Like you said, I don't care. Either way,
like I thought she was fine. Endgame was fine. It was just even in did nothing for us.
Even in Endgame, I didn't like
Marvel was I enjoyed the cat, and I enjoyed how it was very 90s. You know, obviously it was like it was 90s themed, so it had like 90s soundtrack, and it had like they were like wearing like very 90s garb and stuff because I just love that era as a 90s child. Yeah. So like for that, I like that. Other than that, I thought it was very
I just well that's it. I just didn't like her as a whole. Like she was like she turns up, she saves like what's his name, Iron Man, and And she's like, right, I'm going to kill Thanos. Like, it's nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? These have been through some shit. And you're just like, oh, well, haha, lol. And I'm going to do this. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't like her in that. And
Which was good in Scott Pilgrim.
But yeah, she was really, really good in Scott Pilgrim.
I didn't. I was like, oh, that's Brie Larson. Like,
and she wanted Scott back in it because he was going out with somebody else or something like that. But yeah, she was really great in that. I think she did a really good job. Just, yeah, she sucks as a person. Apparently, I don't know. Okay, but yeah, she was really she was really good in that. Was she with Brandon Routh's character as well? Because they were like super vegans. Yeah,
that was our new boyfriend.
Yeah, that was it.
Also played bass, but obviously was super vegan.
Yeah, of course, because he's better than everybody else. But she was good in that.
Jokes like that, like they would all keep saying that at different times.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
That is the rule, though. Do you know what I mean?
The music was really good, and some of like the scenes where they obviously were like having the bands actually play against each other and stuff was great.
Yeah, man, fantastic. Really love that. I love the sound effects and did you know like the visual effects of like when they were playing the drums and stuff and it came up like a comic kind of thing. I love that. I thought that was great. It's just like I said, it was overhyped.
Held up really well as well, considering it's like 10 years ago, something like that.
Yeah,
quite an old film now.
It is, yeah.
Like I was watching it obviously on a giant screen TV and it looked really good.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So it's held up over time. Like I say, I would agree with you that it's not a superb film. It's a good film.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like, for me, I don't have like a negative to say about the film, but like I don't.
No.
I wouldn't be in a rush to watch it again, much like yourself.
That's it. Other than, and this isn't the fault of the film. This is just the fault of people who are like, "Oh, it's the best film ever." Do you know what I mean? Like unreal expectations. Are just like.
I can't imagine it being on somebody's like best film ever list.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No, not at all. I'm in no rush to watch it at all. A film I saw actually the other day that I really wanted to see. Do you know that Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage?
Oh, you've watched that, have you?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to watch it, we can do a review. Do you want us to tell you?
No, let's actually do a review for that.
Okay.
This week.
Okay.
Absolutely. Is that worth doing? Yes. Is that what you're saying? Yes.
I think we should discuss it. I do. Yeah. So we'll make that for next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, like Scott Pilgrim, it was okay. I was all right. Out of the films we've watched,
your girlfriend's review scale. It's all right.
It's all right on my girlfriend's review scale. Yeah, it's all right. So yeah, it was all right.
And that brings us to the end of the episode, which I would say was all right.
It was all right.
On Paul's girlfriend's review scale, it was all right.
It was all right. 5 out of 5.
Video games, but other than that, it's all right.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a broken man, dude. I am.
But like and subscribe, and watch the full episode on Patreon for like $1.
That's it. It's the cheapest we can get it, and you get everything. It's like an hour and 30 minutes of us talking about how games have broke Paul. So
we also have to thank our first Patreon as well.
Oh yeah.
What was our first Patreon? Carl.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carl. Much obliged.
We do appreciate your support, so thank you very much for that, and I hope you enjoy
the most handsomest patron we have.
Yes, I mean that's not hard, like because I'm a patron.
And I'm a patron, so it is hard. Hey.
But yeah, thank you very much for your support. I do appreciate it, and just drop a comment and tell me what you liked, and we'll see you in the next one. Not just call everybody.
Just you, Carl.
Just you, Carl. Thanks. Bye.